Either that or it's like work. I say that at work. I usually regard myself as being really resigned to my fate.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you doing? What you been up to today?
Um, I had a good play on Terra Vermicraft.
Uh huh.
Oh, that is just. I've always wanted them to add lots more trees in and lots more things to mine for, and that's what that does. It's just
Mm-hmm.
amazing. But oh, I tell you what, though, I run away from skeletons, and I killed my first skelly earlier on, though.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I kept shooting him in the face with my javelin. But I didn't realise, but I was walking along the side of like a steep hillside, and I'd cut out a bit at the bottom, and then I started walking along it, and I picked up a piece of ore, so I've taken to marking it with cobblestone,
Mm-hmm.
so I know where to check for, and I put a piece of cobble down on top of this hillside, and the whole side of the hill collapsed, taking me with it. And then after that, I thought it seems strange. I seem to be walking really slowly, and I was under slowness debuff.
Oh, really?
So you can take injuries. It's amazing.
Ah. I didn't know you could get injured like that from just
Yeah,
something that happened.
yeah. The side of the hill fell on me.
I
So
knew
I
I knew you
sorry.
took a debuff like that. I knew you took a slowness debuff when you died. I didn't
Yeah.
know you did it just from injuries. Wow.
Well, I haven't died yet, so I don't know what happens when you die. But um, yeah, it was quite interesting. Although it wasn't quite as interesting as the bit I built my charcoal pit. Oh, it took a lot of wood,
Yeah.
incredible amount of wood, and I built it, and it recommends building it with dirt on the top so that when it's finished, it collapses, and you can see when it's done. So
Sure.
I did that. I built the sides of it with dirt as well, which I wouldn't do in future. I'd build them with a stone that's not affected by gravity. So because like when you place them on the next higher level up, the dirt falls off and goes onto the
Right.
lower level.
Right.
So I built my 2 layers of planking things, filled up with 16 planks in each one, log piles. So I got like what it recommends as a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came to lighting it. Well, I couldn't put the dirt piles on the top because they fell down the middle hole onto where the campfire was.
Uh-huh.
They slid off that way. So I thought, well, I'll light the campfire and then I'll fill it over the top.
Right.
So I did that. I lit the campfire and then I covered over the top of the campfire with a log pile. And then the whole thing just went whoosh into flames. And I spent the next minute or two running like crazy for the water. Because it was on fire. I mean, even old Minecraft didn't have fire that spread like that. So I lost half my logs through a fire before I could get back and put the top on it and everything. But yeah, I got one. But it only took it 10 minutes to cook then because I think I lost so much log with setting myself on fire and running to jump in the water.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
And the
An Englishman sprinting for the sea going, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
and this
Yeah.
year's Oscar for best impersonation of Denethor goes to.
Yeah. Well, I think I need to cook up some stone. I think I'm running out of smooth stone brick.
Oh no.
Hmm. Ah, well, we've got plenty of charcoal here, so
Mm-hmm. What you working on?
I'm just. I'd filled up all my storage. I filled up all my storage, so I'm just
Mm-hmm.
really using up some of the cobble. I don't think I haven't filled them two top ones, have I? No.
Yeah, this one's not full yet.
Yeah, this one isn't either, which I've just noticed. Yeah, because I haven't
Oops.
put cobbles over them. So that's
Mm-hmm.
3 chests, I think. Is that one full? No, that one's not full either.
No, it's
I
not.
must have gone around missing the top ones, but yeah. So I've still got a bit of place, but on the whole, it's full. Is that top one full? Yes, that one is. So that one needs to be taken out. So I just thought, well, rather than continue mining, because I'd done a bit of mining, I'll come round and I'll start expanding out the hive a bit further. So I've been doing that, putting the passageway to come through to where the minecart station will be.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can build out on the other side and build another big storage area. And then on the opposite side of that, I think I might put something like a better workshop. I don't know, maybe. Sure yet. Oh, I've still got to build the potato and the carrot farms as well. So I need to cook some glass and I need to cook some smooth stone.
Wow. Another. Yep, and they're full too. Nope, there's one. Good job, boys. Keep sticking it to the man.
I really like that. I think it's really funny.
I hoped you would.
When did you do that then?
Just shortly after we logged off.
Ah, right. I'm going to say, because I thought it's not been there, and I've just not missed it, because I'm sure I was going round there the other night.
Nah, it was just shortly after we logged off that last time. Alright, gonna go up and see if my coffee is ready. Managed to get me some filters, so I'll be right back.
Okie doke.
Had a really lovely afternoon.
Did you?
Yeah, went and spent it with a wife too. That was odd.
Yeah, sometimes it can be nice, can't it?
Yeah, but we went and I said she was wanting to pick out a couple of trees.
Trees, you said, yeah.
For the yard, so we went to a nearby arbor and went and picked out a couple of really nice Japanese maples.
Well, those are the ones that turn red, the leaves.
Yeah, one of them was, it turned to just absolutely gorgeous crimson. And in fact, it was one that it stays red all the year round. It comes out, it turns red early in the spring and stays red throughout the entire summer and fall.
All right.
And then picked out another one that's a kind of a golden yellow. Starts out the year, it grows through most of the year kind of a lightish green, and then in the fall turns a brilliant, bright, beautiful gold color. And it's like, oh, very nice. And had such a good time doing that she decided she wanted to go to the park. So we ended up going to the park and walking around for a while. That was totally unlike her.
Kind
of like
just enjoying spending quality time with you, though.
Yeah, and enjoying that being outdoors too. It's like, alrighty. One of those cases of who are you and what did y'all do?
And did you?
How long are you going to keep her?
Did you get like full size, well, like large trees to plant, or are they just tiny saplings, or man-sized, or what?
They're each about maybe 5-6 feet tall.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they're not saplings, but they're young trees.
Yeah.
The root balls, the root balls on them are probably about the size of your average desktop tower.
Yeah.
So they won't be too hard to dig out holes for and plant them. And our friend at the arbor said when they're fully grown in 20 or 30 years, they'll be probably about 15 to 18 feet tall and about that big around too. So.
Wow.
So they're not going to be big trees. But they're not the little dwarf ones either. That, don't get any bigger than a bush, really. So that will look really nice in her yard.
It will, yeah. And that's forward planning, that, isn't it? Planting something that's going to look great in about 15 to 20 years' time.
Yeah. I mean, they look nice now. They look almost like bonsai, They're little 5 or 6 foot tall miniature trees with these gorgeous leaves on them.
Yeah.
And they'll just get bigger and prettier as they go. Assuming that something doesn't happen to them and they, end up dying or whatever, and then I get all the fault.
Yeah. Your fault.
No,
You
it'll be my fault, yes. Even if it takes 10 years for them to die, it'll be my fault. I must have done something wrong when I planted, yes.
Yes.
I'll blame it on Dwindon.
Yeah, well, tell her he gave you all the advice on what you needed to do.
Advice? Hell, I'm going to get him out there and help me dig the holes.
Oh, you've not put them in yet, then?
No, they haven't been delivered yet.
Oh, right.
He's going to bring them by on the truck either tomorrow or the day after, one or the other. Okay, here we go. You don't have to leave the snowmen there. You could open up that hallway again.
I could, but I like them there for the time being.
You didn't have to build a whole brand new hallway just because they were on strike.
Well, I had to get round to see my chickens. I couldn't leave my chickens alone. Here you go. There's a route up to the top, so you can line the 2 sides with jack-o'-lanterns. See, you can climb up here, or you can climb up at the other end.
Hang on, let me check the map. Yeah, I am the only one on. You must be talking to me.
Well, I know you like to help out. You can see I've already started the lines. It's just a case of laying jack-o'-lanterns down in a straight line along top to provide light.
The 2 edges?
Yeah, the ones that, yeah, that's it, where you are now, yeah. Both sides. Just to make sure that nothing can spawn up there, that's all.
Sure.
Not sure what design for the walls I'm going to do yet. Sorry, you were saying?
You're going to do something different from what you did over there?
I don't think so, actually. I really like that other corridor.
Yeah, you did a great job on it.
I think, I may well just repeat it here.
Okay.
I don't think I like this blue carpet. I was trying sort of like, say, well, if you go into the train station or whatever, the minecart station, take the blue carpet, and then sort of like a directional thing, but I don't think I like it compared to the red one. Not sure. What do you think? Does it look alright for you?
Yeah, I don't like it as much as I like the red. I agree with you there.
But do you think it'd be too much of the same if I put, a same corridor here? Or would it be classed as keeping the theme?
Exactly.
Is that texture pack half sort of like a John Smith and half default for TerraFirmaCraft.
The one that I have.
Yeah.
It's kind of half John Smith, mostly John Smith, and then a lot of additions that the guy did personally, and then probably a good deal of default where he hasn't updated yet.
So I noticed a lot of it's different, but because I cannot figure out what that blue bar is.
The blue bar.
Yeah, you've got your red health bar above your thing, and then to the right you've got the green hunger meter. Below that you've got a blue bar that goes up and down.
That's your water meter, your thirst.
Your thirst.
Yeah, the latest build he added thirst into it.
Right.
And you can quench thirst by either doing the old Z's method, going and standing in some water, which is probably how yours has been going up and down.
Yeah, it must be.
Or you can, and that's supposed to be taken out, I think, in the next build. And then after that, you will need to make, you can either make water bottles, which is the same as making a potion bottle and then filling it with water. And you can either use a water bottle, or he's going to also make like leather water skins or wine skins, so that early on, before you have glass to make the bottles, you can make the water skin and carry your water that way.
What, out of leather or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what it was. I'm next to a river and I keep crossing it to go over to the mountains and everything, so that must be why. Because I noticed at one point it got down to just like the barest sliver, and I thought, oh, you know, what's going to happen here and everything. But then the next time I looked, it had gone back up again. I thought, I don't understand that.
Yep, you're lucky enough that kept crossing the water, I guess. Because if you let it get all the way down like hunger, it will start giving you damage as well.
Well, I never would have been able to figure out what it was if, if I hadn't have, if you hadn't have said what it is. Oh, that reminds me. I have a question for you, and I meant to ask you this afternoon, and I forgot.
Uh-oh.
What happens if I build a portal in the Skylands?
What happens if you build a portal?
Yeah.
That is a very good question. I think you will go to another nether.
Really?
Yes. I think so. I think if that happens, you will probably go to a Skylands nether.
Oh.
But that is just a guess on my part, because it being a separate world, it should not have any connection to the nether that we have.
Yeah. So it is a separate world itself, isn't it? It's not just another dimension like the nether is or whatever.
Well, I mean, and that's all the nether is. You know, as far as the actual game engine is concerned, the nether is just a separate world that it runs.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
So, yeah, it's the same kind of thing. It's the Skylands are treated as a separate world, so if you built a nether portal, I would think it would create a new nether for it, since there's no way for it to connect to the old one. Because the way it is right now, the actual name of the nether is World _ Nether.
Yeah.
So that would probably be Skyline's underlying nether. Were you trying to get a way to link up?
No,
Like
it just struck me. I suddenly thought, oh, wonder what happens. You know.
Yeah, that would be my best guess.
I don't know what actually brought the thought on. I was thinking about the hive, like, you know, and I was thinking, like, oh, you know, how do I get there from the
Sure.
from
like the bro.
Botanic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, would it be quicker to just pop through a portal to it? And then I thought, hang on, popping through a portal means popping through the Nether. I thought, does the Skylands link to the Nether? You know, and that was all. Yeah, you must be right. I suppose it can't possibly link to, you know, through Rundum.